What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of GH, listen. Whenever you listen, if you got something to hide, be careful when you are in a room with devices that are not yours. Because you never know if somebody's secretly recording you. You never know. So you might want to just, check your surroundings. Always be aware. Like Scar said in The Lion King, be prepared. That was some crafty shit that Valentine and Martin pulled off. That was crafty. I will say, I wouldn't have been expecting none of that, but that was smart. As much as I can't stand Valentine, he is a worthy opponent. He's not a scary opponent, but he is, he can definitely go toe to toe with you. How Martin but Laura was suspicious. Her and Jax were definitely suspicious of him from the gate. They didn't buy shit that he was saying about the painting, about who he was working with. Because she asked him, she was like, who's your client? And when he refused to say, it tipped him off right there even more that he was working with Valentine. Jax knew it. He knew. They both knew. But he conveniently left his iPad behind. And then when he came back to get it, soon as I seen him come back to get that iPad, I said, that son of a bitch. I knew it. I said, he was recording them. I know it. Because that was convenient. You left your iPad behind? No. I ain't believe that nonsense. Not for 2 seconds. I didn't believe it. I knew he was up to something. Knew it. And I was right. I said, yep, asshole. I knew it. And they were sitting right there talking too about the condescending, all of that. He recorded all of that. I said, damn. Now Valentine hasn't been officially tipped off about the condescending and Mikos's will. Something they did not want to. They had the upper hand though. They held the cards. And Valentine was trying so hard to figure out what the hell they were up to. And he finally did it. Finally. And they were on to him. Like they knew Martin was working with Valentine. They should have been smart enough to keep quiet or look around. That's why I say pay attention to your surroundings. That's what Jax and Laura should have did. That was their downfall. Pay attention. If you see this man and he done showed you the iPad, he done showed you all of that, and you see him put it down and then you see him leave without said iPad, look around and notice. Take notice. See, they were so focused on the painting, the condescending, Valentine. They were focused on that. They weren't paying attention to the little details. And that little detail just gave Valentine the upper hand. Because now he knows. But they suspect that Valentine already knew about the condescending, even though he didn't. He didn't know about the condescending, but they suspected it. But now he does know. They got to think next time. You got to be prepared now. You got to look around your surroundings. Because Valentine didn't know about that recording, but he will now. He definitely will now. That was some foolish shit right there. I'm like, come on now, Laura. Laura was looking good, though. But she was on the money. Laura's a smart cookie. Her and Jax are both smart, though. But it's them little details that they got to pay attention to, though. That's their downfall. Like, you just got to pay attention more. Because she told Jax how she got an invitation to Nina and Valentine's second wedding or new wedding or whatever. And she was suspicious of that because Jax tried to play it off talking about something, oh, maybe it's a peace offering. Peace offering my ass. Laura didn't believe that. She said no because it don't make no sense. And when something don't make sense to a person, we start analyzing. Because if it don't make sense, we start being suspicious of who wouldn't be. If somebody tell you something or you see something that don't make sense or that's out of place, you're going to question. You're going to question what's going on. Of course you will. Of course you will. Because something in the milk ain't clean and it ain't making no sense. Because I do the same thing. When somebody tell me something that I know don't make no sense, I question things. I question them. And of course, Laura did too. She knew it wasn't no peace offering. She knew something was up. Because why would Nina and Valentine invite her to their wedding? They didn't invite her the first time, so why now? Why now? The only reason Lulu was even at that wedding is because she's Charlotte's mother. That's the only reason. If it wasn't for that, Lulu herself wouldn't have been invited either. So Laura's not stupid. She was like, nope, something going on. Something's up. See, that's that. See, that's why I love me some lore. I love smart people. I just love it. They pay attention to things. And they're not so easily fooled. You know, you might have your weak moments at one point where you might get fooled, but it doesn't happen all the time, though. You know what I mean? Like, it depends on how clever the other person is. And sometimes they catch you at a weak moment, but I just love it when people figure some shit out quickly when something don't make sense. It's the little details, like it's little things. So anyway, Nikolas, the bane of my existence right about now. Listen, Nikolas continues to be a fool. Like him going to Hayden, telling her, oh, you need to leave town. Hayden was like, I'm not going nowhere. Her daughter is here. She just met her father. She's trying to make a life in Port Charles. Now is not the time to leave. And you know Finn, he's going to put up a fight because I don't blame him if he did. Even though we know he will, you know what I mean? Like, he's not just going to let Hayden drop a bomb on him about their daughter and just uproot their child again. And he not being able to see her and get to know her. Ain't no way. That's not happening. Nikolas sitting there talking about something, oh, I got you in this, let me help get you out. Nikolas, shut the hell up. You can't help yourself. How you going to help her? Nikolas has been a total botch since he got back to town. Everything he's touched has turned to dirt since he came back. Literally. Like, he has burned everything to the ground since he came back. Every plan they had in motion, everything's been getting screwed up. And how many times does Jax has to tell him to stay his ass in the house? He just refused to listen. I'm sorry, but I keep saying this, but Jax needs to back the hell out of this. Like, this man is just beyond clueless. Like, every time he leaves the house, he gets recognized. He gets noticed. Somebody see. It's only a matter of time before little Charlotte tell her father. Because now Charlotte is putting pieces together. She already seen him on the pier. He was at Windermere trying to get her to keep the secret, you know, lying to her, talking about, oh, he's a bodyguard and whatever. Now when Charlotte was with Lulu, she was looking at pictures on Lulu's phone and she saw a picture of Nikolas. How long do it take for her to put two and two together or ask her mother who that person is in the picture? And as soon as she say, oh, that's Nikolas, my brother, or whatever, dummy. What are the odds that she gonna go run back and tell her father? Stupid. Damn, stay your ass in the house and listen sometime. I just can't stand ignorance. Ignorant. Like, stay in the house. Damn. The whole plan has just been going straight to hell ever since Nikolas came back. Like, ever since. He might as well just tell his mother he alive and call it a day. If you gotta be broke, be broke. Build your fortune up again. Do what people do. I mean, look at Jax. His father gambled all of their fortune away. Like, his dad, John Jax, gambled, I believe he gambled, but he lost all of their fortune. It was Jax who rebuilt the family fortune. Why the hell Nikolas can't do that? Let Valentine keep the mess. Go rebuild your fortune. You have a name. You ran Cassadine Industries for years. You still have business contacts. Get an investor. Hell, get several. You still got contacts in the business world. Build up a new company. Rebuild the family fortune, dum-dum. Damn. That's simple. I mean, it's easier said than done, but still, he has a lucky head start. You've been in the business community for years. You got plenty of people. You know people. Use it. Dumb. Damn. Instead doing all this foolishness. I mean, I understand, you know, he's worried about Valentine trying to seek revenge, but if Valentine sees that you're no threat to him, he'll leave you out of hell alone. You know what I mean? Like, he's not going to come for you if you're not coming for him. But, I mean, who in their right mind would be afraid of Valentine anyway? He's not scary in the least, and his threats are just blah. So, yeah, so now somebody done snatched Hayden ass off the pier. My guess would be it probably was concerning Nikolas. Because he wanted her to leave town and she refused. So I'm guessing he had her snatched or he did it himself, either way. Either way, this whole situation is just messy at this point. The whole thing is just a complete disaster. So anyway, party of four are sitting in detention. The new version of the Breakfast Club, I guess. are sitting in detention or unsupervised and whatnot. Like, how you got these kids in detention? Ain't no teacher in there. What the hell kind of school y'all in? When I had detention, we had a teacher there the whole time. They ain't even leave the room. So, what the hell? So, of course, now the jig is up. Jocelyn had no choice but to spill the beans about who Dev really is. So Trina and Cam decided to keep the secret also. So now they're involved. See, too many people know about this, and that's where the probability of other people finding out, like the authorities, it increases. The more people that know, the more all hell is going to break loose at some point. Too many people know. And all it takes is one slip up out of their mouth, like Dev did, to send off all type of red flags. All it takes, one word. One word out of place, one sentence out of place, and boom, the whole plan goes to hell in a handbasket. Honestly, I still don't trust Dustin. I still don't. My radar is up on Dustin. I don't fully trust him yet. As far as him and Lulu, like I say, they got chemistry. I will say that. They definitely have chemistry. I still don't trust them, but they have chemistry. But I just want to know what his game is. Like, what is his background? Like, his past. Who your mama? Who your daddy? Who your uncle? Who your aunts? Like, who your people? Where you from? That's what I want to know. Like, we need to know more. We need to have insight. Like, who are you connected to? Who do you know? Because he could be a plant. We don't know. We don't know who this cat is. We have no clue. And him and Lulu are getting a little hot and heavy. Like, y'all relationship is kind of going to a new plateau. And now they talking about going to the Thanksgiving parade together and Rocco. And I was like, okay. I still feel like it's too soon for her to get into something serious after being divorced, freshly divorced from a guy that she's been in love with for 10 years, over 10 years. So, the whole dating thing is fresh. And you don't want to get into a serious relationship with the first person that you meet. That just screams a big no. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to do that. That's just a hell to the no. Furthermore, just slow it down. Be casual. Don't put labels on it. I just feel like Lulu and Dustin are doing too much. And the name Dustin kind of goes towards the name Dante in a way. You're dating, you've been with two men with the letters, close enough name. It's just not too close, but not close at all, if you want to call it that. But you know what I mean. Like Dustin, Dante, Dustin. It's just too much. Get you somebody with another initial, another letter. Like, do that. Like, I feel like Lulu is just doing too much. Like, slow this relationship down. Pull it back. Way back. He shouldn't even be interacting with her children at this point. Like, he should not. Because y'all not even technically a couple or whatever the hell they're calling it. I don't know. Dating or whatever. I don't know. But I feel like she should not be bringing him around her kids until at least 6 months. At least. And, of dating. Get to know each other better. Because she barely knows anything about him, I'm sure. But it's just too much. And honestly, I don't understand why, like, Valentine is slowing down the process of Charlotte going back to school. I mean, if the girl is ready to go back to school, let her go back to school. Like, you don't want to keep her out too long, I mean, granted, I'm sure that they're getting her work assignments, emailed or whatever sent to her so she can do it at home. But still, she needs to be back in school. Her life needs to go back to normal, whatever that is. And she needs to start socializing with children again. Like, don't keep her out of school too long. And you have a child who actually wants to go back to school. Be grateful for that. Because any other kid would have just been like, fuck school. It's the second grade. I quit. I'm going to be a second grade dropout. Like, you got some kids that just don't care. Like, if it were up to them, they would not be in school, period. So you have a child that wants to go to school. Be happy. Let her go to school. Period. Like, be grateful for that. Because trust me, when I was a kid, I did everything in my power to delay going to school. Like, if, Rugrats was on at 7 in the morning, I'm sitting there watching Rugrats. 7:30, Blue's Clues come on. Mind you, I'm supposed to be getting dressed and getting ready to go because my school started at 8. I was late for that bus. I got a whooping. And I still had to go to school with a sore ass. So, and mind you, I did that at least like 4 days out the week. So 4 days out the week, I had to go to school with a sore ass. Just saying. It's not pretty. You know, I know my mother was sick of me, but oh well. You'll get over it. I'm glad Alexis is smartening up and stuff like that about Kendra. Because Kendra came to visit her and stuff, and Alexis told her that the doctors felt like she was being poisoned, and, you know, Kendra had this little fake concern. Oh, who would do that? You, dummy. So she tried to give Alexis some pills or whatever, and try to get Alexis to take the pills in front of her, and Alexis pretended, you know, put on a little show or whatever, and when Neil interrupted, she was like, I ain't swallow these pills. She was like, hell no, I ain't swallowing them pills. And she gave the pills to Neil so he could have them analyzed. I say, yeah, because this heifer crazy. So her and Neil basically were trying to put two and two together to figure out a motive as to why Kendra would poison her. You know, do a background on her. Find out about her. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that'll give you your answer. Because I'm pretty sure if you do a quick little Google search or, you know, some type of search, then you'll figure out who she is and why she's doing it. As soon as the name Bauer or Kiefer pops up, boom, you have your answer. Like, Alexis need to, you know, just be more suspicious of people. Like, learn how to read people better. You know what I mean? Like, when new people come into your life, learn about them. It don't hurt to do a quick little background search on them little Google. You know, Google is your friend if you use it. Like, Google could be a beautiful thing if you know how to do it right. You know, hire a private investigator. Ain't like she can't afford it. But I am loving Alexis and Neil teaming up to figure out why Kendra's poisoning her. Neil is definitely a sharp person. Sharp brain. I like that. You know what I mean? Like, he's definitely not fooled. He's not stupid. He's very, you know, quick. You know, he's a quick thinker. And I like it. You know, he knows how to put things together vastly fast. So anyway, I want to say that's everything. Recording. Yep. So that's everything in this episode. I will see y'all all later. Hope y'all have a great day. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode, and I'll see y'all all later. Peace.